Well, the left has cast the Kavanaugh case as a war of men against women. That's the talking point. Fascinating, though, a new poll by YouGov finds, buckle your seatbelt now, that women are actually less likely than men to see Christine Ford's allegations as credible, 25 to 28%. Not a huge margin, but a real one. Meanwhile, in Minnesota, a Star Tribune poll finds that only 5% of Democrats believe accusations against DNC Vice Chair Keith Ellison, despite much greater and far more detailed evidence against him. Beverly Hallberg is president of District Media Group, and she joins us tonight. Beverly, I'm confused. So I've heard from everyone, including our last guest, that this is a subject that inflames women. If that's true, then why do fewer women than men believe Christine Ford?
Because I think they objectively look at this and realize that there is no proof to the claims to this point. But even beyond that, I think women realize they have men in their lives that they care about, whether husbands or sons or brothers. I don't think any of us would want these type of accusations, which could be false accusations, placed against any of them without due process.
Could it also be that women in general trust other women much less than men trust women? Or are we not allowed to say that because it's too obvious?
Well, if you live in Washington, D.C., you would think that you would believe what Democrats say, which is that only women tell the truth and only men lie. You even had senators come out and say, I believe her, yet we don't even know what the truth is. So there's something going on with the Democrat Party. Of course, I think this has a lot to do with political posturing and trying to rid Kavanaugh of the Supreme Court seat that he's for. I think it actually has a lot to do with abortion. But what they want to do is try to pit women against men. And what this does, it's actually extremely damaging to the Me Too movement. When you politicize this, when it's not about really finding the truth, you do a grave disservice to women who do need to be heard, who have been attacked in the past. And so I think women are standing up because they're concerned about that.
Just the lying is so nauseating. I mean, I'm surrounded by women. I have 4 in my house. I believe almost everything women tell me. I just instinctively, as a man, and most men I know are kind of the same way. The people who are most deeply suspicious of women who I know are other women. And I don't know, do you know anybody who hasn't had that experience, who doesn't know what I'm talking about, but we all have to pretend it's not true because why? Again?
I'll even say the women who I've talked to, friends of mine personally, we talk about this and we look at the accusations that are made and we say, a lot of this doesn't add up. She can't remember when, she can't remember where. Why is that? If this happened, and I want to hear what she has to say, this is a traumatic event, you would remember those details.
It's so funny.
And so women, I think, intuitively know that.
Look, I mean, the reason in me is starting to believe that this is really a setup and bad. But my first instinct was, and almost always is with women, she seems sincere to me, you know?
And here's the other part. Right. Women talk to their friends.
Right. Well,
where are the other friends coming out?
Fair point.
That's something that women do. So there's an aspect to this where you say, okay, really want to know what's going on, but I think women listen to this and say it's not adding up.
I've noticed that. The women I've spoken to. Beverly, thank you very much. Good to see you tonight.